Say we live. Let me check YouTube out. You on? Yeah, there we go. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom, everybody. I just want y'all to just listen to a little. Can you hear that, Brother Josh?
I can.
Man, it's a powerful song sent to me by Brother Yehuda and Sister Pam I Am. This is their music. Ooh, it's powerful. Let me turn that up. I'm going to give them all the glory for the rest of my days. Woo! Get his brother and sister they flowers. That sounded good. It's powerful. They sent me 3 songs. This is my favorite one. Gonna give them all the glory for the rest of my days. Let everybody come on in this morning. Powerful. It's called Praise Him, brother Ken. He said he ain't doing no albums. It's just he do this for fun. He do it for fun and for the glory of the Most High Yah. Woo, it's powerful, man. It's powerful. Woo. I said, can I play that? He said, man, do what you want with it. Woo, I love that song. Powerful song. I listen to that song at least 100 times. It's powerful. But let me go ahead and turn it off. I just thought I'd share it with you guys. Turn it off. But Shabbat Shalom, good brothers. You got to give him the praise, give him the glory all the rest of your days. Not some of your days, all of your days. See, that's what we don't want to do. We don't want to give the Most High what's due him. Ain't it due him? All praise, all honor, all glory due his mighty magnificent name. See, us as humans, we want to get the glory. No, it's his glory. Our lives supposed to give him what glory. If you doing what you're supposed to do and living this thing out like you're supposed to live it out, it don't do nothing but give him praise, honor, and glory. What do you mean to give him praise, honor, and glory? It's saying that his word works. That's what it say. If you doing it, it say it, and you being blessed, it say it works. So he get honor and glory. Man, what you been doing? What? I want some of that. But if you cutting up, acting a fool, people gonna be like, yeah, right. I don't want that. You supposed to be an ambassador. Let people know why they want to get in this thing. But if you around here cussing and fussing and doing all kind of mess and cheating on your wife, lying, stealing, being a drunkard, man, they don't want what you got. Listen, I can get that in the world. Can't they? But Brother Josh, thank you for coming on in. Thank you for coming on in today. We got a great lesson for you today. I ain't going to talk too much because I want to get through it today. Woo, it's going to be powerful. Powerful. I've been saying I want to do a Lent lesson for like 8 years. But I finally sat down and said, let me go and pull all my stuff out and put it out here, So it's going to be a powerful lesson. But if you are here listening to the sound of my voice, and brother, let them know who you are, by the way, on my right of my screen.
Brother Joshua.
Thank you for coming on in, Brother Josh. I truly, truly appreciate you for coming on in today. Appreciate you. But if you are listening to the sound of my voice, it's not by chance or happenstance. The Most High knew you was coming here today. He knew 100 years ago you would be here. No matter what your mama was doing, your daddy was doing, before your mama and daddy came together, he knew you was going to be here today. So it's not by chance. If you listen to anything I say today, the Most High knew that you would hear it on today. Oh, okay. There you go right there. He said he sent some more songs. Man, I got to check my email. The Real Thing, that's go to his site, Real Thing Motivations. That's a YouTube page. Go there. He got a lot of he got a lot of like shorts on there too, but there's some kung fu stuff on there too, boy. I said, oh, but yeah, we had some people to pass. Because if you listening to me, guess what? You are amongst the land of the living one more time. Everybody can't say that, can they? Some people have gone off into eternity, and I missed a few, so I said I'm gonna say them today. Who we got that done passed recently? The first person on this list is Robert Duvall. Y'all know that famous actor, 95 years old. He passed February the 15th. You know, Jesse Jackson for the restoration of the nation. You know, Jesse Jackson. He passed Reverend Jesse Jackson, February 17th, 84 years old.
Mm.
They lived good long lives, didn't they? I say I counted a blessing if you get that. Boy, somebody told me, Brother Ronnie, you gonna see 84. Oh, thank you, thank you. You hear me? They said, because if I'm 45 right now, that means I got a little while to go, don't it? Even though it'll pass like that. Uh, Robert Carradine, he played on the Revenge of the Nerds. He died February 23rd, 71 years old. You know, you said if you get to 71, then you're still doing good. But I'm like, oh, I want a little bit more than that now. Yeah. And I missed this one by a whole month. Gladys West. She's the one that with the GPS, helped with the GPS. Some of her mathematical formulas made it where GPS tracking and signals can be like accurate. She's a mathematician in the Navy. One of them hidden figures behind stuff. Gladys West, sister, was 95 years old. The Most High blessed her with a long life. Hey, I told the Most High, forever I said 100 years. I done pushed it up. I said, let me be like Moses, 120. We can get 120. And I got that in my genes. My great grandfather is 97 years old. Not great grandfather. My grandfather is 97 years old. Still living, still kicking. He was he a good man. He always smoked cigars. That way, because Bro Lumbo might be here today. I don't know. But I said, Most High, let that pass to me. I want to live long like that as well. But just be kind, keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, and eat right. You got a chance. You got a chance. But thank you for coming on in. Thank you for coming on in today, everybody. Let's go ahead and greet our people. Double honor to the elders. Elder Henry, thank you for coming on in, Elder. Thank you. Double honor to you. Thank you for Brother Guy and Brother Isaac for coming on in as well. I know they watching with you, Elder. Thank you for coming on in today. Let's see. Kelvin Ben Yahuwah, thank you for coming on in, good brother. It's always a pleasure and honor to see you. Thank you for coming on in today. Servant of Yahuwah, son of Kelvin Ben Yahuwah, thank you for coming on in. Yes, both of these brothers said they are grateful for life. Every breath. Do you know that every breath is a blessing? Some people, they taking breaths, but their breaths are labored breaths. Like if you got CPOD or emphysema, but nonetheless, it's breath. So it's a blessing to just have regular breath, ain't it? I know. And I remember when I was about 26 years old, for some reason, something was going on with me where I was hyperventilating. It just come along all of a sudden. Well, I couldn't breathe. I said, what the heck is that? 26 years old. On the basketball court, it'll happen. I had to what's the best two hands to lay hands on you? My hands closest to me. Now I have to lay hands on myself. And that hasn't happened in almost 20 years. So what the world is that? No, you ain't. It ain't my time yet. You could cut that out, devil. I didn't know what that was. I was like, man, what is that? It just kept happening, for a couple of weeks. And, but then you realize, wait a minute, I got authority over those kind of things. Just letting it happen. I'm just struggling to catch your breath. You know what I'm saying? I said, oh no. I'm a king. I'm a child of the king. That don't fly around here. But anyway, let's see it. Sterling Silva, Ayo Silva. Thank you and Sister Sophia for coming on in. And that little baby that's on the way. All right, came right to meet the baby, whether it's male or female. We gonna hold them up like the Lion King and dedicate them to the Most High. We ain't gonna say that. But hold them up before the Most High, dedicate them to the Most High. Baby Malachi, Sister Jazz, they gonna be here for Passover. We gonna dedicate that baby to the Most High. Lay hands on him, put some oil on him. But thank you for coming on in, good brother. Mama J Pope, thank you for coming on in, Mother Pope. It's an honor and a blessing to see you. Yes, and hit them thumbs up in support. These thumbs down and went down the last couple of weeks. Do you know when we left out of here last week, it was up to 21 thumbs up. I get home, it's 18. I said, who took their thumbs away? Take the Most High take their thumbs away for them for real till they put them thumbs up. No, I wouldn't do that. but hey, hit them thumbs up. It helps us out. It helps us. It helps the ministry to be seen. That YouTube algorithm. Sister Bernie Yardine, Sister Faith, thank you for coming on in, sister. Thank you for coming on in. Thank you. It's always a pleasure and honor. Brother Woody, security. Yes, brother, it's time to learn. We're going to use these brain cells today. Don't smoke your brain cells away, guys. Smoking that weed, smoking that Don't do that, all right? But anyway, who we got? Auntie on the second row. Thank you for coming on in today, Auntie. Brother Ken, keep them commandments and you'll be what? In. You and Sister Fancy Nancy, thank you for coming on in. Sister Yanis Tashua Ramirez, thank you for coming on in. You and your whole crew. What it do? Warrior Caleb, baby Charlotte, and baby Claire. And she sent me some more pictures. Oh my goodness, she looked different from what they changed so fast. Pretty little baby. Oh my goodness. Boy, make you want to have another one yourself. It do sometimes. You smell them babies. They smell so good and just so innocent and pure, aren't they? Man, but we ain't having no more. No, that feel in the past. But who we got? Thank you for coming on in. And Sister Yanis, I saw what you did. Thank you, my good sister. Thank you. I saw it this morning. I said, oh my. And I usually don't check, but some told me to check. I said, oh, hallelujah. Thank you, Ohio crew. Let me see. Brother Yehuda with that anointed music. You and Sister Pam, I am. Thank you for coming on in. Brother Isaac, again, thank you for coming on in. Thank you, good brother. Ohio crew. I ain't seen Sister Rosie, I'm about to call her to the office now. But Key to Life is Torah. Thank you for coming on in, Key to Life, North Carolina crew. You and your whole family. I pray blessings upon you, that they just come upon you and overtake you, that you won't have room enough to receive. Well, you're gonna have to be, hold on. We got enough. All of y'all. I was telling Brother Josh that him and Sterling, one day out of my own personal money, not church money, I'm gonna throw him a bag. A bag. He gonna have to catch it. He gonna open it up. What's this, Brother Ronnie? It's just gonna be $100 bills that thick in there. Just I told Jazz, you gonna get yours too. Sister Jazz, she get it. For me, for you, everybody. Everybody that's in here, even old Unc, him too. Even though everybody that supported us on the ground level, it might seem small right now, but don't it don't take but one person, just one person, that's of note, that's notable, to just make mention of you. And guess what people do? They just we got to go over there, see what's going on. And that happened to my mom. Some YouTube food critic went to her business and tried her stuff, her banana pudding and all that stuff. And my mom said the business just took off. Had to hire new people from one person. That's how the Most High got to do, Tell them, I said, get me off these jobs. These jobs is pagan and satanic. You know, not the things in itself. It's just the people that they bring in. You know what I'm saying? It's all around us. But Mama Margie, thank you for coming on in, Mama Margie. Love and appreciate you. Love and appreciate. That's Brother Ken, Mama. You know, thank you for coming on in. But let me decrease, me and Brother Josh, let us decrease that he might increase. Because at the end of the day, it ain't about me and Brother Josh. If you're here to see us, I don't know what to tell you. You in a whole heap of trouble if you just here to see us. Because we can't give you no kind of salvation. Can't we, brother?
Nope.
Man, y'all, your brother, I'm going to see Brother Ronnie. He can nothing for you. Maybe Brother Josh can do it. Can you do it for him, Brother Josh?
I can point him in the right direction.
You said point him in the right direction. That's about all we can do. You know what I'm saying? Brother Ronnie going to get us in the kingdom. No, he not. All I can tell you is what to do to possibly avoid the kingdom. I mean the kingdom of darkness or the lake of fire. I'm trying to keep you out the lake, you know. But let me go ahead and pray. It popped up on YouTube correctly. Brother Josh been missing in action for 3 weeks. But Brother Sterling came in and put it on his shoulders, didn't he? Yeah. But let's go ahead and pray. That's not putting you down, Brother Josh. You know that. You know, I appreciate you, brother. I'm gonna throw you one. You throw you one of them bags. Throwing one of them bags. You hear me? Throw everybody back. I'm gonna tell you, hey, I have a little. I'm gonna say, hey, key to life, go outside your house real quick. And they're gonna say, "Why we got a brother running? It's 8:00 at night. Just go outside." And one gonna fall out the sky. They got one. Oh my goodness, Mama J Pope. Mama J, go on, look out. Everybody, Sister Faith, everybody. So everybody, you hear me? Everybody. So if I be going, I'm gonna miss somebody. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's pray. Let's get on into the scriptures today. Abba, Heavenly Father, we just thank you for today, your holy Sabbath day, the day you hung in creation many, many millennia ago. Father, we just thank you for all of your people that came here to hear your word, and we thank you that you would bless them. We thank you that you would edify them, and we thank you that you would change them for the better in their lives. Father, also, we just thank you that they won't be hearers of your word, but doers of your word, because the hearers get the faith and the doers get the results. Father, we just thank you right now that your spirit will flow through me and Brother Josh and cause us to say the things that we need to say that will administer life unto your people. Father, right now, we just thank you right now that the devil is a doomed, damned, defeated foe. And we thank you that you alone will get praise, honor, and glory. Do your name, not us, you. Father, we just thank you right now that everybody, that you would meet every one of their needs on today. And we seal this precious prayer in the powerful name of your son, Yeshua HaMashiach. Amen. Amen. Angels, take that on to the Most High. Take it to him. Don't close them gates of heaven to our prayers. Let them go up to, he said, who sent this? The people from Rap Ministries, go down there and do what they just said. Go down there and do what they just said. Yeah. You hear me? Brother Run is sick or something. Raphael, go. You know, go and minister to my people. But anyway, but what are we talking about today? Because we are in a season of what they call Lent. But I decided, beware of Lent. Lent, Brother Ronnie. Well, I got a special guest that's gonna come in here today. What's his name? Pastor Geno Jennings. He gonna tell y'all. You know the ones that he's a liar. They a liar. Tell him, Geno.
You have what is called Lent. That's right. Pagan festival. That's right. Who started this Lent stuff? The only thing I know about Lent is a ball on your clothing and pull it off. But you so-called Christians, you don't ask no questions. You just go along. to get along. You don't investigate nothing. And that's why you look at me harshly and get upset, because what we bring you is in here and what you believe is out there. Right. This is our foundation. That's right. We don't make up nothing. If it's not in here, we don't believe it.
If it ain't in here, we ain't believing it. I like this brother. The only thing he got to come to is the Shabbat. He don't do no pagan holidays, no Christmas, no Easter, none of that. He don't do that. He said we don't find that in the book. But he eating pigs and not keeping the Shabbat. If he come to that, that's my kind of preacher right there. He gonna tell you like it he gonna tell you like it is. You know, I aspire to get to that. Well, I do tell you like it is, don't it? I tell anybody. You gonna do that now? Why? One lady, they were doing. She said, "Where are your pajamas?" They wear pajamas for like Christmas, you know, at the school the last day. Where are your pajamas? I said at the house, and I said I really don't even wear pajamas. I said I'd be up out of job if I came here. I go to sleep. I said, I don't do that pagan mess. Now, I tell you the truth, shame the devil. For Halloween, she said the same thing. Why y'all door ain't decorated? You know, with like scary. I said, for what? I said, I don't do that pagan stuff. Said, oh. I said, all right. But anyway, what about Lent? Is this in the Bible? I'm going to tell you it's in there, but it ain't no good. It ain't no good. Because the Most High say you got like Pee Wee Herman. Y'all remember Pee Wee Herman? You remember that? I remember when my cousin Darius had a Pee Wee Herman doll. You pull a string and he said, I know you are, but what am I? I know you are, but what am I? And you pull it again. I'm rubber, you're glue. Whatever you say, bounce off me and sticks to you. He should have called him Pervert Herman, shouldn't he? Touching himself in the movie theater. But anyway, he used to have on Pee Wee's Playhouse, you come on CBS on Saturday mornings, and he used to sing this song called Connect the Dots. Yes, he's a weirdo. But he's a what? Connect. You got to connect them dots. Don't you know that the Most High leave you breadcrumbs to get back home? What do you mean by get back home, Brother Ronnie? To get back home to Torah. He leave you breadcrumbs. He show you everything in the Bible that you're supposed to do and not supposed to do. That you're supposed to do and not supposed to do. Posed, you know. Supposed to do. You know, for this brother is country. Well, I'm in the South, ain't I? It's Memphis, Tennessee. I remember I went to San Diego, California before, and I would pull up to a McDonald's. This was back when I was 26, 27 years old. Pull up. Yeah, let me get your I'm gonna get your number 2 combo. No, the number 1 combo. You know, the Big Mac with fries, no salt, some Coke, no ice. And they said, what? I said, I want to get your number 1. Fries with no salt. See, that's how you get fresh fries. You don't get them old fries. And it's some Coke, no ice, because you get more Coke that way. And they said, sir, you're going to have to, we're not understanding what you're saying. I said, is you dumb or is you deaf? What is it? Which one are you? I'm just country. You hear me? But anyway, he give you breadcrumbs. But I'm going to show you that some traditions, and I spelled traditions wrong, I think. I don't know. Is that spelled wrong? No, that's right, ain't it? Yeah, I left out an I, didn't I? Traditions that what? Maybe because you're going to get somebody. Right there. Is that right? Is it right now? You're going to get somebody, Brother Josh. Just gonna say, why did you do that? But these are some traditions that accompany Lent. Mardi Gras. Y'all ever heard of Mardi Gras? Let the good times roll. They throwing their draws, Auntie say. Got the little bead. They'll throw you some beads. You show your chest, they'll throw you some beads. Ash Wednesday. Sister Jazz told me, Brother Ronnie, you ash every day. He said, them elbows ashy, bruh. You know, she is the ash police. She said, Brother Ronnie, I ain't even met me good. Did you put some lotion on? I said, oh, you right. Sister Jazz, she phone Wally Keys and make sure you ain't got no ashy knees. So that's how I go. Phone Wally Keys. But Ash Wednesday. Then you got a 40-day fast, which is the actual Lent itself. Fish on Fridays. We don't show you that in the Bible. Brother running fish on Fridays ain't in the Bible. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Participating in Stations of the Cross and Easter itself. You better get here, Brother Gino Jennings. What he said? It's just a piece of ball. Oh, there you go. A daughter of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Yeah. Yeah. We believe in that for you, my good sister. We believe in that for you. From debt freedom. It feels good to be not to owe nobody nothing, don't it? But what we talking about? Is Lent in the Bible? What did it say right there, Brother Josh?
Yes. No.
Yes and no. Is it in the Bible? Yes and no. Now the term Lent, L-E-N-T, it's in there. This is the only Lent we supposed to be dealing with. Read that Exodus 12:36, brother Josh.
And Yahuwah gave the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians, so that they lent unto them such things as they required, and they spoiled the Egyptians.
Stop right there. That's the only Lent that's in the Bible. That kind of Lent. You see what I'm saying? They done made some stuff up. Lent. But let me go back here. You see right here, I got these three specially highlighted because those are the main three components right there. If you're doing any of them three components during the Lenten season, you a pagan. We're going to show you today. But skip down to verse 1 Samuel 1:28. Read, that'll be the last one we'll read. Because this the Lent you supposed to be doing. Go ahead.
Therefore also I have lent him to the Most High. As long as he liveth, he shall be lent to Yahuwah, and he shall worship Yahuwah there.
So that's the Lent. You supposed to be lent to the Most High, don't you? I was the first time my mama in the womb. They didn't know I was lent to him. Lent to him. That's the Lent you supposed. Yeah, that's the Lent we talking about that you should be in. So you have been lent some Lent. You've been lent somebody loaned you some Lent. And who you think loaned us some Lent, Auntie? The Most High gave us the pagan holiday of Lent. Yeah, but I'm telling you, you've been lent. You see, that's borrowed. All of them Lents is borrowed. But you've been lent. The devil done loaned you some Lent. You've been lent some Lent. Auntie said the Most High. But anyway, but the Catholic Church has loaned you some Lent. You got it from them. Brother Josh, did they lend you some Lent?
At one point.
At one point. We all have been in it at some time, haven't we? Did you ever do Easter? Yeah, all right. Auntie said never. Yes. But Catholic, I'm telling you, a lot of people don't know what Catholic even mean, do they? They don't know. Catholic Church. We got a lot of Catholics running around here. Brother Josh, read that definition. What is Catholic?
Including a wide variety of things, all embracing.
You embrace everything. That's what they do. They embrace everything. It says diverse, diversified, wide, broad, open-minded, broad-minded, liberal. Who the liberal people today? Them Democrats, them Democrats, ain't they? Yeah, they don't say amen. And this Epstein thing going on. This stuff, they've been knowing about this Epstein stuff since Bush. So that means George Bush them ignored it. Who was the president after Bush? Obama ignored it. Who was the president after Obama? We know he ignoring it. Soon he gonna be saying he don't even know Epstein. They all ignore it. See, people they get you right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Man, we just for righteousness. That's what we about, ain't we? We go with whoever righteous. But liberal, tolerant, universal. I'm gonna skip. Read all of the yellow ones, brother Josh.
Universal, global, worldwide, all inclusive, unlimited.
Stop right there. That's what Catholic means. What would the opposite of Catholic be, good brother?
Limited, narrow.
That we want to. That's the way we want to go. We want to go that narrow path. Because I'm gonna tell you, you think that they said, "Long as I got King Jesus, long as I got King Jesus, long as I got him, I don't need nobody else." No, he ain't your king. Yeshua ain't your king. Read that definition, brother, on the right.
The Roman Catholic Church traces its history to Jesus Christ and the apostles. Over the course of centuries, it developed a highly sophisticated theology and an elaborate organizational structure headed by the papacy, the oldest continuing absolute monarchy in the world.
All right, stop right there. That's your king right there. They said that they developed a highly sophisticated. Yeshua said, "My way, what? Easy." So whatever they highly sophistication and all that, that's some bunk and jump because we want to go the narrow way. Go ahead and read that, good brother, before we jump off into this.
Enter ye at the straight gate, for wide or Catholic is the gate, and broad Catholic is the way that leadeth to destruction.
What's destruction, brother? What's destruction?
Like a fire.
Death, yeah. Go, keep going.
And many there be which go in thereat. Because straight, non-Catholic, is the gate, and narrow, non-Catholic, is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it.
And few there be that find it. It said, narrow is the way to life, and broad is the way to destruction, which would be death. But because a lot of people don't know the Catholic 10 Commandments. Well, you know that they commandments ain't the same as the ones that's in the Bible. They ain't the same. They leave off some. Look at this. The fourth one supposed to be remember the Sabbath, keep it holy. What do they got on there?
Honor your father and your mother.
Yeah. It said, remember to keep holy the Sabbath day. That's what they say. But notice what is missing on there, brother Josh.
Thou shalt have no graven images. I don't think I'm saying that one.
Yeah, no, that is missing. It ain't on theirs. Idolatry, it ain't on there. They took that out because they know they in idolatry. See, 9, and we're gonna show you. This is really what it is. This is the biblical 10 Commandments. They took off number 2, and they don't got number 4 either. This one on the right is from the Catechism of the Catholic Church. They took off, you shall not make for yourself an idols. They took that off. So you say, well, what did they do? See, number 10, they just made number 10 be, they separated it to take the place of what? Of no idols, number 2. They just split number 10 into 2. See, they got remember to keep holy the Lord's Day. Well, what day is that? Saturday, the 7th day, the Shabbat. People don't know that they took that off. It's gone. But since we're here, we're gonna go and knock one of them out. You remember I said one of the traditions is Lent is participating in stations of the cross. That's participating in the stations of the cross. You remember when me and you would ride and we see people carrying crosses around? That's part of it. But they actually do some inside the church too. Read that, brother Josh.
Participating in the Stations of the Cross involves mediating on 14 scenes of Christ's passions.
Meditating
on 14 scenes of Christ's passions, usually by walking to designated images in a church, praying and reflecting.
Walking to designated what?
Images.
That's why they took out number what? 2. Because they know that's what they do. They pray at statues, don't they? They pray at crosses, don't they? They carry them around. You've seen the vampire movies. What the werewolf or the vampire usually do? No, they don't. Not these new movies. These new movies, they snatch them, they throw them out the way. You know the one with what's that movie with what's her name? Clooney and then Ham from Dust to Dawn. Their priest was what's that right there? That's holy water. Throwing their holy water. Ah! They don't care nothing about that. Yeah, back in the day, they did used to run away. Oh! Not no more. But it says they what? They walk across. What they do? They meditate at the. And some people they actually go out in the neighborhood or wherever they are, and they walk the cross, and then they give it to somebody else. Then somebody else carry it somewhere, and then somebody else will carry it somewhere. But it says, pick it up where you left off, Josh.
This Lenten devotion, often held on Fridays, allows individuals to spiritually accompany Jesus to Calvary, offering prayers for specific intentions and reflecting on his suffering.
All right, that sounds like it's okay to do, don't it? Oh, yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. 40 days of fasting for Lent, ain't nothing wrong with that. We're going to show you it's something wrong with that. But syncretism, you're going to learn 2 things today. Syncretism. I'll read this one. It says syncretism, the amalgamation or attempted amalgamation of different religions. Amalgamation means mixing. It said different religions, culture, or schools of thought. The merging of different inflectional varieties of a word during the development of a language. But look down here, origin of the word syncretism. It's early 17th century from the Latin syncretismus, from the Greek synkretismos, from synkretism, unite, it says unite against a third party. From sun, it comes from sun, which means together, crest, which means Cretan. Originally with the reference to ancient Cretan communities or people from Crete. That's Greek. That's Greek country. Hold on, let's look at syncretism. A Cretan is a native or inhabitant of Crete, the largest Greek island. Didn't I just say that? But it said they're renowned for their distinct cultural identity, history, cuisine. What's cuisine? What you eat. Cretans maintain strong, often rustic traditions in food, music, and dance. It said the island famous for the ancient Minoan civilization. The Cretes historically are associated with the liars' paradise. Yeah, they're some liars. But you look down, the one down at the bottom, here's their reputation. Historically, in ancient time, Cretans was notoriously described by poets like Epimenides. You know, that's the same person that Paul was quoting him in Acts chapter 17. You know, that Cretia by Epimenides. But they were known as always liars. It is important to distinguish Cretan person from Crete from Cretan, a derogatory term for someone's intelligence or behavior. See, so most people say, see, Cretan, there you go. Christians are Cretan. No, that's different. All right. But hold on before we get it. So syncretism, I asked ChatGPT this one from a while back because, you know, I didn't got away from chat. I find too many mistakes in chat. You got to, you know, I always correct them. That's why you got to know what you're talking about. You know, no, chat, that's wrong. But did Rome adopt all other nations' pantheon of gods? What does it say? Short answer. What does it say?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Rome absorbed the gods of every nation it conquered, but with an important nuance.
Mm-hmm.
Rome did not just adopt gods. They absorbed, renamed, merged, reinterpreted them.
Mm-hmm. So I asked Google AI. Did Rome absorb all pagan religious festivals? He said no, not all of them. But go ahead, read that.
Rome did not absorb all pagan religious festivals, but it did adapt, or repurpose a significant number of them, particularly during the transition from polytheism to Christianity. This process was a gradual, centuries-long merging of traditions rather than a sudden, total erasure of pagan culture.
Mm-hmm.
Here is a detailed breakdown of how Rome handled pagan festivals.
We ain't gonna read all these, but this is how they did it. Saturnalia, it was it was from December 17th, from the 23rd. It says, which featured gift giving and feasting, was largely absorbed into the traditions of Christmas. It said Dies Natalis Sol Invicti, the birth of the unconquered son, is on December 25th, was rebranded to celebrate the birth of Yeshua. You see all of this stuff. All Saints Day, they made that into Halloween. Even the Olympic Games. In the Olympic, we're gonna see something about the Olympic Games today that's gonna come big in this class. But the Olympic Games ended in 393 due to their close association with paganism. So in 393 AD, Theodosius I, he got rid of the Olympic Games. But in 1896, Pierre de Coubertin brought it back. But you see all of this. Do you see? This is what they do. Even if it ain't the same day, guess what? It's the same themes, isn't it? That's what these Roman Catholics do. But you can also see religious inversion. Like things that are normally bad is now good. And things that are good is now what? Bad. That's what they do. Because we got a deceiver, don't we? Who the deceiver? We ain't got to read this. Who's the deceiver, brother Josh?
Satan.
Satan. Who he deceive?
The whole world.
Everybody. They all deceived. But we ain't of the world, are we? They deceived. Look at that. Which one, if we got Lent, brother Josh, at the top left-hand corner, which one of them people, in which circle and what color would you be?
Red.
The red one in the corner, because he ain't doing what everybody else doing. People hate being in that crowd, don't they? I love that crowd. I love being I don't care about being by myself. Y'all doing what? You who? Oh, I ain't going. Everybody else saying yeah, I'm saying no. See, we got to come out of that thinking, well, we got to be with everybody. I don't got to be with everybody. If everybody was in hell, you want to be with them, Monk? He said, Well, there's a beautiful woman over there talking about come to me. He said he wouldn't do that for real. I hope. But anyway, Roman Catholic Church is Babylon resurrected. But how you know that, Brother Ronnie? Because the Bible say so. You remember Whitney Houston used to sing that song? Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. You remember she used to sing that? The Bible say that Rome is what? The Roman Catholic Church, Rome is what? Babylon resurrected. Let's get that Revelation 17 before we jump off in this. Go ahead, get that. What does it say? The great who?
Prostitute and the beast.
Mama C, hey, in the doves. Thank you for coming on in, Mama C. I see you. But let's get that, read that.
And there came one of the seven angels, which had the seven vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters.
The great who?
Whore.
She a prostitute. Skip down to verse 3.
So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns.
This ain't nothing but all the old ancient cultures and their religious systems. That's all it is. Skip down, but this whore has made all the kings of the earth commit fornication or porne. Skip down to verse 5.
And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth.
Man, I'm trying to tell y'all. Skip down to verse 8.
The beast that thou sawest was, and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit, and go into perdition. And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was ancient Babylon, and is
Stop
not.
right there. When they behold the beast that was, that's ancient Babylon, and is what?
Not fallen.
No, and that it. Hold on. Behold the beast that was. See, I added in that ancient Babylon. So behold the beast that was. That's ancient Babylon, and is not. That's fallen Babylon. And then what did it say?
And yet is.
Which is what?
Roman Catholicism.
Roman Catholicism. And
here is the mind which hath wisdom, the 7 heads of 7 mountains on which the woman sitteth.
Which the woman sitteth. But we're going to look up that word whore. We know what a regular whore is, a prostitute. But what does it say by that star, good brother?
Of Babylon.
I.e.
Rome. The chief seat of idolatry.
The chief seat of idolatry. You know they the chief seat of idolatry. That's why they took away number what? They took away, you shall not make for yourselves idols. They took it out. So it got to be them, don't it? Even these people, the Strong's dictionary, concordance, they let you know. Let's look up Babylon. We know what Babylon is. We know Nimrod made all that up. But skip down all the way to the bottom by the star. What did it say?
Allegorically of Rome as the most corrupt seat of idolatry and the enemy of Christianity.
The most corrupt? My goodness, corrupt. Seat of idolatry. Again, what did they do, Auntie, with number 2? They took it out. And so, see, they did it without you knowing. Everybody saying, we want the 10 commandments back in the schools. What 10 you think they going to put in there? They going to put them in there. They saying that, and I know in Tennessee, they're trying to make a bill where the Bible will be taught in school. I said, oh, I hope they do. I hope they do. They're going to say, who's going to teach it at our school? Me. I will. Brother Ronnie been there a week. He can't do it no more. he done told them Christmas pagan. He done told them they got to keep the law. They gonna say, get yourself back to the gym. You gonna be you back to PE. Huh? What? All I'm doing is telling them what it say. We ain't talking about them 10 commandments. We talking about these 10 commandments. So I'm fired? Yes, you're fired. Get out of here, beat up. What? Good thing I got PE to fall back on. Yeah, I had to go back in there. But anyway, that it says Rome is the most corrupt seat of what, Brother Josh?
Idolatry.
And then when we look back here, it talk about the 7 heads are the 7 mountains on which the woman sitteth. Do you know? And in the Bible, the Hebrew word, the Greek word, hill is har for mountain. Hill and mountain, they the same thing. Rome got 7 mountains, 7 hills of Rome. What you talking about? There they go right there. All those. When you can go watch our Gog and Magog class. We show you all of that. But the 7 hills of Rome. The Bible telling you this. For the Bible tells me so. Whitney Houston. Jerusalem also got 7 hills. Because the Most High often compared Jerusalem to Babylon, didn't he? Because they was what? Wicked, doing their stuff. Read that on your own. But beware of Lent. Lent is connected to Easter. People don't know this. 7 signs something might be pagan. Go ahead and get them. What did it say?
Not Yah-centered.
Not Yah-centered. What else?
Involve Sunday.
Do Easter involve Sunday?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Has what? Number 3.
Has ancient goddess roots.
Mm-hmm. Number 4. What did it say? Done what?
Worldwide. Majority is doing it.
Gifts. Now, if something is pagan, it don't got to hit all of these. But I'm telling you, it's going to hit at least 1 or 2 of them. But last one, number 7, what is it?
Merchants heavily involved.
They involved. These merchants, look at all this money this stuff make. Brother Ronnie, what Lent make? They ain't got no number for Lent. But I'm going to show you what happened with Lent, though. But look at all these. You see the billions of dollars. Could you use just 1% of that billion? 1%. What would that be? 1% of a billion. Yeah. A million. Could you use that? I sure can. Brother Ronnie, what would you do with that $1 million? We're gonna build something around here. A standalone where we ain't gotta go up no elevator to get up in the upper room, you know. We have our own. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I need a little more than $1 million though. About 10 million, that's enough. That's enough. But anyway, merchants of the earth, even the summer and winter games, they make 10 million. Do you know the summer games and the winter games, they make $10 billion. Billion with a B. Brother Ronnie, how much you make a year? I don't even want to say. It's embarrassing. They don't pay teachers jack. 10 million. Yeah, Unc said it. He said, I think it's 10 million. 1% of $1 billion is $10 million. I think I can do a little something with that. What you think? Yeah. But what the Sunday Christians gonna be, Sunday preacher gonna want you to do if you get $10 million? Well, I need that 10%, bruh. I need $1 million, not just $1 million. My last pastor, you said we want you if you got $10 million, you give $1 million for your tithe and a good offering. Like, and he's a good. What's a good offering off $1 million? About 10, probably about probably 100K. Look, Brother Ronnie said, I'll give you a tip. Just take the $1 million I just gave you. That's good enough. Then this is what we did. In a lot of churches I've been to, you will have your tithe, and then you'll have your regular offering, and then you'll have your love offering. Type 1 in the chat if y'all ever heard of a love offering. They got a special envelope. And who is that made specifically to? The pastor. That him. No. Don't make it out to the church now. You make that out to me. That the one with the love on, that's for me or my wife. What they would say. That's for me or my wife. BCV. Auntie, my wife said get some love envelopes. When I said that's for me and my wife, she said we need to get some of them love envelopes. We ain't getting none of them love envelopes. I mean, it used to be people with two envelopes, one for the regular church and one with the red heart on it for the pastor. Their birthday, they was expecting something, weren't they? I remember one time we forgot, I ain't gonna say who it was. We forgot, nobody brought the first lady anything for her birthday. Man, he chewed the whole congregation out. If it was me, you'd have brought it for me. And if you don't do it for the first lady, don't y'all ever forget her birthday. Matter of fact, when everybody to come in here next week with something for her. If I'm gonna bring something, it's because I want to. you know, I said, my good. Look at all the ones in there. They done heard of love offerings. A love offering. But here we go. Lent revenue. Do you know that fish sandwiches and stuff, they make more money? This is from the Washington Times. Ain't that a reputable place, newspaper? But let's see what they say. We ain't gonna read all this. It said it's a time. This is by Christopher White, and he did this February 18, 2015. It's a time for sacrifice and abstention or abstinence. But at least for some, the 40-day Christian season of Lent, which begins this week, represents a marketing opportunity. It do. Lent has nowhere the economic cloud of Christmas or Easter, but for selected businesses and industries, it can mean a major boost in revenue, as well as a chance to lure new customers to introduce new products. For instance, McDonald's favorite Filet-O-Fish, because that's fish on Fridays. We ain't gonna read all this, but all of these people, they make whoever make a business in fish, they make a lot of money during Lent. Because the Pope said, and he said, no meat on Fridays. No meat. So we gonna eat fish. And somebody say raise their hand, but ain't fish meat? Well, we mean no warm-blooded meat. Some people say they vegetarians, but they eat fish. They call pescatarians. To me, flesh is flesh, ain't it? Oh yeah, I ain't no expert. But read that one, brother Josh.
The hamburger chain Five Guys in 2012 did a major publicity push for its least popular grilled cheese sandwich offering during the Lent season. Charles S.T. Clare, a spokesman for the Long John Silver seafood chain, told the Washington Times last year that sales can increase up to 40% during Lent.
That's all y'all need to see out of this Lent revenue. But is it fast food? Carl Jr., that's Hardee's, by the way. They introduced their new Red Hook beer battered codfish for Lenten season. You see all these people, everybody making the money off of it. But what in the world is Lent? I'm like Geno Jennings. I thought it was a piece of ball, a piece of ball on you just throw it off. That's what I thought it was. But what is Lent? We're going to go to the 1910 Catholic Encyclopedia. What did it say, Brother Josh?
Lent, the solemn 40-day feast, 40-day of fast and abstinence observed by the church in preparation for Easter.
In preparation for who?
Easter.
Skip down to the second paragraph.
This period, 40 days, exclusive of Sundays, is observed in imitation of Christ's fast in the desert. The fast begins on Ash Wednesday and continues until Easter.
So it's really a 40-day preparation to what, Brother Josh?
Easter.
The early church didn't do this stuff. What does it say in that sentence that's underlined in the last paragraph? What did it say?
There is no evidence that the 40-day fast was observed in the earliest ages of the church.
No, because they didn't do it. They didn't start doing that till 325 at the Council of Nicaea. So who observes Lent? Lent is primarily observed by who, Brother Josh?
Roman Catholics.
Who else?
Eastern Orthodox.
Who else?
Anglican Episcopal.
And Anglican Episcopalian. Who else?
Lutheran.
Who else?
Methodist.
And I think Ken said he did it when he was in the United Methodist Church. A lot of these Lutheran and United Methodists and church Methodists and stuff, them be people that look like me in them churches. And many Reformed or Presbyterian churches, what they do as a what?
As a 40-day period of fasting and reflection before Easter.
It is increasingly celebrated by who?
Some evangelical.
Who else?
Baptists.
And?
Non-denominational Christians.
Though not what?
Universally.
It ain't universal. So non-denominational people, they participate in this stuff. Don't they? Yes. This week I was talking to some people telling me about that. Yeah, I'm giving up sweets for 40 days. I said, why? Well, for Lent. I said, where is that in the Bible? Where is that at in the Bible? Why I always get that look? Because they know it. I'm trying to tell you. I said, they don't want it. Hey, look. They don't want, but Brother Ronnie will tear your tradition up, won't it? Won't I? But here we go. Let's go. What is it? Lent is, go to the AI. What is it? Lent is what? A 40-day what?
Christian season of fasting, prayer, and reflection leading to Easter.
That sounds so good, don't it? Don't it sound good? We're going to show you what it is, though. But the word originates from the Old English word Lenten. What it mean, Brother Josh?
Which means spring or Lenten.
It refers
to the time of year when daylight hours begin to increase.
The days getting back. Man, scam likely. That's what it say. Let me block them. It say on my computer, block. Yes, block, please. Man, calling my phone on doing Shabbat service. But anyway, but I mean, aren't the days lasting longer? Shoot, we were glad when well, not glad, but you know, you could get out, couldn't you? When the sun set at 4:30 on Shabbat, oh, you can get out, can't you? You know what I'm saying? It don't really matter to me, but I'm just saying. But when you get off on Friday afternoon, it was getting dark quick, wasn't it? You like, man, don't try to go buy some dinner for the family. I would have, if it was 4:30 yesterday, I'd have missed it because I was at Little Caesar's Pizza, get some pizza for the family. I almost went off on some. I said, wait a minute. I'm waiting longer for my pizza, and somebody came in and ordered after me, and they got their pizza first. I just ordered cheese. They had toppings on theirs. How did yours get out of there for mine? I'm sitting up there standing. I left my children in the car. Baby girl old enough to watch all of them. But I'm constantly looking out the window to make sure nobody ain't got in my car and mess with my children. I get out the car, I hit the locks, don't open the door for nobody. What if they say your daddy told you to open the door? They be like, don't open the door. Sometimes I'd test them. I'd be, unlock the door. Unlock the door. And they'll unlock it. Didn't I say don't unlock the door? Didn't I say don't unlock the door? But it was you. It could have been somebody posing as me. Yeah, but lengthening, it just means a lengthening of days. Go down there to where it says purpose, brother Josh. Lent symbolizes
the 40 days Jesus spent fasting in the wilderness, focusing on self-examination, repentance, and preparation for Easter.
And that preparation for Easter. But was Lent borrowed from pagan festivals? I asked ChatGPT this. I'll read this one. The historical consensus is that Lent was not absorbed from pagan festivals. I'm gonna show you different. Though its timing and some peripheral customs often overlapped with them. While some controversial 19th century theories like those of Alexander Hislop, the two Babylons, claim Lent was borrowed from the 40-day fast for Babylonian god Tammuz, it was, and we're going to show you. See, they try to poo-poo Alexander Hislop. He said he think that's funny, poo-poo. My goodness. You see what he pick up? He think just poo-poo. That he heard me say poo-poo, he's saying poo-poo back there. You never know what children are listening to. I had pulled up my channel on the TV at home, and he saw, you know how your channel all that, and it have videos that you did, and he saw Brother Brolumbo down in the corner. He said, it's him. It's him. I said, it's who? I said, who is that? He said, Brolumbo. You don't know what they be listening to. They be listening. I said, yeah, that is Brother Brolumbo. But we're going to show you that. But biblical origin. They said Lent has biblical origins. What does it say?
The 40-day duration of Lent is directed based on the 40 days Jesus fasted in the wilderness rather than any pagan ritual.
What they say, skip down to the bottom.
Traditions like Carnival or Mardi Gras developed as a way to use up fatty foods before the strict Lenten fast began. These excessive celebrations sometimes incorporated older folk traditions that the church occasionally criticized as pagan-like.
You see, ChatGPT trying to lighten it, ain't it? I'm gonna tell you, ChatGPT, he is programmed to go along with what? Paganism. He try to defend paganism all day, every day. But let's go back to Lent. Let's get back because it focuses on Easter, and in this period of 40 days is exclusive of Sunday. You know, Sunday is the day he gave you. You know, Constantine. Read that on your own. They changed it. But is Easter in the Bible? Huh? Is it? Because that they go to Happy Easter. It's in the Bible? Yes and no, it is. In Acts 12, 1 through 4, you will actually see the word Easter. You see it? See, so Christians say, it's there. So it's all good in the hood. We can do Easter now. But upon closer inspection, you know, I happen to notice there, sir. Yeah, you don't never know when Brolumbo gonna pop up in here. You hear me? Easter is Pascha. It says, what's the first thing in yellow in the middle of the page? What did it say?
Passover.
It's Passover, y'all. Let's go to the Smith Bible Dictionary. It said, what does it say it's supposed to be, brother Josh?
Passover.
Passover. Holman Bible Dictionary. It says Easter is the oldest Christian festival, except for the weekly Sunday celebration. Let's see. What is it? What is it supposed to be? Watch this. Skip down to go ahead and read that whole first paragraph. The special celebration of the resurrection of Easter
is the oldest Christian festival, except for the weekly Sunday celebration. Although the exact date was in dispute and the specific observances of the festival developed over the centuries, it is clear that Easter had special significance to the early generations of Christians. Since Christ's passion and resurrection occurred at the time of the Jewish Passover, the first Jewish Christian properly transformed their Passover observance into a celebration of the central events of their new faith.
Okay, skip down to although the New Testament
does not give an account of a special observance of Easter, and evidence from before AD 200 is scarce.
They wasn't keeping no Easter. The name's topical to say that Easter should be translated what?
Passover.
That's a Bible dictionary. Names topical Bible dictionary. What did it say it should be here?
Hebrew Passover.
Passover. What should it be? What should Acts 12:4 be? It should not be Easter. It should be what? Passover, being the name of the ancient Jewish festival here referred to. While Easter, from the Saxon goddess Esther, is the modern name of a Christian festival. It should be what? It should be Passover. All of them say that. We ain't got to read all these. Look at all these. Read these on your own, man. They all say that. It said Easter was originally a pagan festival honoring who, Brother Josh?
Eostre.
A Teutonic Germanic goddess of what?
Light and spring.
Okay, stop it. Look at all of these. These what other translations say. Ain't but one translation say Easter, and that's the King James Bible. All the rest of them say what, Brother Josh?
Passover.
All of them say Passover, except the contemporary English version. It just say the festival. Please. Oh, please. So how we get it? I ain't gonna go. You can go watch our Easter classes. But back to Lent though. This is the start. The start of Lent is what they say up there.
Mardi Gras.
Mardi Gras. or Fat Tuesday, or Pancake Tuesday. The English people in Britain, they said Pancake Tuesday. You know, crikey. No, that's Australia. Sorry, old boy. Would you like some crumpets and tea? Them people, they eat pancakes on that day. Pancake. Look that up on your own. But what is the origin of Fat Tuesday, which means Mardi Gras? This is from gotquestions.org. This is a very respected Bible question website. They a lot of the answers are correct. Most of their stuff is correct. Go ahead. What
Mardi
is it?
Gras, which is French for Fat Tuesday, is the last day of a season called Carnival.
Carnival? Oh, everybody want to go on to the carnival, don't they? Go ahead.
The carnival season is characterized by merrymaking, feasting, and dancing. Mardi Gras is the culmination of festivities and features parades, masquerades,
Yes.
and unfortunately, often drunkenness and shame debauchery.
Shameless debauchery.
Debauchery.
What carnival is typically celebrated in what?
Catholic countries of Southern Europe and Latin America.
In Latin America. They do that stuff. But let's go to Mardi Gras. But I say, is Mardi Gras a part of Lent? What did it say?
Mardi Gras is not part of the 40-day Lenten season.
But
is the final celebration immediately preceding it, known as Fat Tuesday. It serves as the last day of indulgence, feasting, and revelry before the fasting, reflection, and sacrifices of Lent begin on Ash Wednesday.
So it said the key connection between Mardi Gras and Lent. It said timing. Mardi Gras what?
Always takes place the day before Ash Wednesday. In 2026, Mardi Gras is Tuesday, February 17th, and Lent begins on Wednesday, February 18th.
And the 17th was the new moon, by the way. They let you see. They do their festivals like that too. But it said Lenten seasons begins on Wednesday, and Lent begins on Wednesday, February 18th. It acts as a joyful conclusion to the carnival season. This is the last day you can do whatever you want to do before you got to get yourself right for 40 days. Because that's why it's called the pre-Lenten season. That's what you do before Lent. But I'm going to ask, is Mardi Gras Christian? Google, what did Google say? Robert, please stop before I come back there and wear you out. Go ahead.
Yes, Mardi Gras is a Christian holiday, specifically rooted in Catholic tradition as the final day of celebration, Fat Tuesday, before the fasting and penance of Lent begins on Ash Wednesday. It serves as a last indulgent feast before the 40-day Lenten season leading to Easter.
So is Mardi Gras a Christian holiday? It is. It's a Christian holiday, specifically rooted in Catholic tradition or the wide tradition. Robert, this is the last time I'm going to tell you. Come here. Come here. Sit right there and don't say nothing. Unfold your arms. He about to get told. We'll be back for this brief commercial. Well, hold on. We're gonna be back for this brief commercial. Let me thank you for holding on. We all good now. All right. Sometimes you gotta correct it right there. Foley is on. He been watching too many people at school. See, I can't get them, but I can get you. Yous belongs to who? He's belong to who? Me. But anyway, sometimes you got to do that. Do you need some more? I got plenty where it came from now. But anyway, Mardi Gras is what? It's a Christian holiday. That's that gets it kicked off. But what does Mardi Gras celebrate? What does it celebrate?
Mardi Gras, Fat Tuesday, celebrates a final exuberant burst of feasting, dancing, and revelry before the sober 40-day self-denying season of Lent begins on Ash Wednesday.
So it's the final exuberant burst of feasting. It's your last day to do what you want. I guess they doing the last day of what they want out there. You know what I'm saying? It's the last day to do what you want. But Galatians warns of these things. Who wrote Galatians, Auntie? Which journey was he on? Auntie said the first one. This is the first book he wrote. But anyway, Auntie said, don't do that no more. We just learned this. But watch this. What did he say?
This I say then, walk in the spirit, law, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh, sin, lawlessness.
Mm-hmm.
For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would. But if you be led of the spirit, Yah's law, you are not under the law, Satan's law of sin. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulations, wrath, strife, seditions, heresies, envyings, murders, drunkenness, revelings, and such like, of which I tell you before.
Right there. Hold on. Do I need to take you back out there and give you something really to cry about? Well, then stop it, because we're trying to minister the word and you cutting up. Don't let the devil run you now. We trying to get this word out. But envyings, you know the devil can elevate situations. But what? Envyings, murders, drunkenness, revelings. That's what Mardi Gras is. But I said that walking in the flesh is sin or lawlessness. Is that true? It's very true, because it said the work of the flesh are what? These. Adultery. Is that sin? Mm-hmm. That's the Satan's law. But drunkenness and revelings, and he said in such what? Such like anything like it. Is Mardi Gras like that? Yes, it is. Of the which I tell you before, as I have also told you in what?
Times past.
I'm telling you now. What is revelings? That word is cosmos. It said a revel, lewd, immoral feasting, a letting loose. Good, get him out of here, because I'm gonna get him. You're gonna get it when you get to the house too. Rioting. Mother Tresvant ain't here to save him, is she? She tried to save the baby. Oh, no, you better get them together. She tried to save the babies, didn't she? I said, don't save him. He don't want to be saved. Don't save him. But it says a nocturnal and riotous procession of half-drunken and frolicsome fellows who after supper parade through the street with torches and music in honor of Bacchus or some other deity, and sing and play before houses of male and female friends. Hence, used generally of feast and drinking parties. Now, don't this go on down on Bourbon Street? I can't say it how they say. Roll go and run don't on. You know, let the good times roll. Peter, huh? Never been, huh? Me either. It says, 1 Peter 4:1-4. What did it say?
For as much then as Messiah have suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind. For he that hath suffered in the flesh have ceased from sin.
Have what?
Ceased.
Have see what that mean?
Don't do it no more.
That he should no longer live the rest of his time in the what?
Flesh. To the
lust
of
of what? Men, but to the what?
Will of Elohim.
So if you cease from sin, you're ceasing from transgressing the law. So what would the will of Yah be, brother Josh?
Keeping his law.
Keeping the law. He said, for the time past of our life may suffice. Go ahead.
Us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles when we walked in the lasciviousness, lust, excess of wine, revelings, banquetings, and abominable idolatries.
Abominable idolatries. Wherein they what?
Think it strange that ye run not with them to the same excess of riot, speaking evil of you.
It said, wherein they think it's strange that you ain't doing what they doing no more. See, they take Colossians, and when it said, let no man judge you in the Sabbath or a holy day or meats and all that stuff, they think, no. Paul saying, don't let them judge you because you don't do that stuff with them. No. You don't do that wicked stuff with them, and you doing the most high stuff. They think it's strange. Oh, so you can't club no more, huh? Look at them. Man, I remember you were the main one on the dance floor. That's the operative word, is what was. But revelings. He told you to cease from sin, didn't he? That's the same thing Paul just said. Paul and Peter saying the same thing. But get that Romans 13:12-14. What did it say?
The night is far spent. The day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light.
That's the armor of the Most High right there, the sword of the Spirit, the armor of light. That's another way to say it. But what is the light according to the Bible? Josh?
The word.
The word. No, what's the? But I don't want the word. I want the other word.
The law. The
law. The law is light. That's what the Bible say. The armor of light. That's the same thing. Let us walk honestly as in the what?
The day.
And not what?
In rioting and drunkenness.
Is that what Mardi Gras is? It sure is. The pre-Lenten. All Peter, Paul, and James, and now John is saying, stop sinning. And Yeshua, stop sinning. What 1 John 2:1 say? My little children, what?
These things write I unto you, that ye sin not. And if any man sin, we have an advocate with the Father, Yahushua Messiah, the righteous.
So here's what it is. He's saying, all of them just saying, stop sinning. But if you do sin, don't keep doing it. See, everybody keep telling you that you can't. They keep telling you not to. But people tell you that you can't. So what you're saying is you can't obey the Most High. But it's easy to obey the devil. Why is it so easy to obey the devil and hard to obey the Most High? Why is that? But in John 5:14, we ain't gonna read all of this. But the man who Yeshua healed, he couldn't walk. He told him, take up your bed and walk. What he tell him to do?
Sin no more.
Why he telling him something he can't do though? What he tell the woman caught in adultery?
Sin no more.
That's what they all keep saying. Stop it. But dude, you see all that stuff? Yeah, Sister Bernie Yardine said, Bon Ton Roulette. Let the good times roll. Thank you, Sister Bernie Yardine. She said, Bon Ton, let me write that down. Hold on. In this 2-volume book. Let the good times roll. Hold on. We're gonna have to put that in the table of contents. Book 2, page 145. Bone, ton, roulette. Let the good times roll. We got it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. Oh my God. You see that? Look at that. That masquerade balls, that don't look Christian to me. Do that look Christian to you, brother Josh?
Nah.
Got women in two pieces. Wouldn't want him to come and catch you in the midst of that mess. What'd you say, Unc? Ain't nothing wrong with them two pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you should come back, he gonna give you a two piece and a biscuit. Pow, pow, pow. You hear me? But anyway, Mardi Gras. It says so. Finish up that article on. It says, hold on. Which article was this? I think this is. Let me see which article that was. But yeah, carnival. Hold on, where did I come from? Okay, carnival. What is carnival? Go ahead and get that as part of Mardi Gras. The excess of carnival. What did it say?
May not seem to have much in common with the austerity of Lent.
Austerity or the seriousness of Lent. When you austere, you're very serious. Austerity of Lent, but the what?
Two seasons are inseparable.
Inseparable. You can't have one without the other. Mardi Gras is carnival. It says you can't have Lent without the carnival. You can't have the carnival without the what?
Lent.
The day after Fat Tuesday is what? Ash what?
Wednesday.
Therefore, the end of the carnival is followed what?
Immediately by the beginning of Lent.
Okay, but what does the Bible say about all this, brother Josh? There is what?
Nothing in the Bible that in any way suggests that early Christians observe either Lent or a carnival. And of course,
go ahead. They didn't, but go ahead.
And of course, there is no biblical support for the kind of fleshly indulgence generally practiced on Fat Tuesday.
None. It ain't in the Bible. Skip down. What they say? In general, what?
Mardi Gras revelers engage in a binge of sinning before a time of consecration to Elohim.
Mm-hmm.
The celebration of Mardi Gras fosters the notion that you can do whatever you want on Fat Tuesday, as long as you show up in church on Ash Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
It's the bender before the benediction, and it's utterly unscriptural. It's utterly
unscriptural. They telling you before Lent you can just let loose. Bone tone roulette. Bone tone roulette. Let the good time roll. What's that what the NCIS New Orleans we used to watch? We watched it all the time Sunday morning, didn't we? Boom, 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 boom. Bang, 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 bang. Ha, 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 ha. Bone tail roulette. Bone tall roulette. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that was Troy on Gator People. What was it? That Gator show? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Gator Hunters. Well, I forgot what it was called. Swamp People. Yeah, the good time roll. That's what they tell you. But what is carnival? Carnival, I'll read this. Carnival is the festival, because I know the high points I want to hit. Carnival is the festival held in many predominantly Roman Catholic. What is it? It's countries in the days leading up to Lent. In contrast to the Lenten season, 40-day focus on fasting and self-denial, Carnival is a time of excess and self-indulgence. That sounds like some Satan stuff, don't it? Do what thou wilt. To a time to eat, drink, and be merry, for we diet for tomorrow we diet. Carnival is the indulgence before the fast, one last binge before having to give something up for 40 days. No, you supposed to give up that stuff if you're really real forever. In the United States, Mardi Gras is the equivalent of carnival. You down there at Mardi Gras, shaking your tatas. Got these men looking and lusting and throwing you beads up there. You remember what they used to call it? Girls Gone Wild. You remember that? You taking your top off for some beads. When I went on my senior trip in high school, we went down to Panama City, Florida. We were driving the bus. They had to tell us, stop, don't look out the window. Folks out there pulling their tops out. We some young 16, 17-year-old children. we looking out there. Oh my. Stop the bus. Stop the bus. I'm trying to tell you, down there by said, for many people, the week of Carnival is a free pass to do whatever you want. The revelers are open about their fleshly pursuit each year. Skip, it said any misbehavior during Carnival is justified. During Carnival, nothing counts. It is as if it never happened. Because of the license to sin, people lie, fight, get drunk, use drugs, and engage in sexual promiscuity more than at any other time during the year. Crime is a perennial problem at Carnival, with arrests made every year for sexual assault, murder, illegal gambling, theft, illegal gun possession, etc. You get this, don't you? But Carnival versus fairs. Oh, what we have every year. Carnivals and fairs, don't we? But fairs originated in ancient times as early as 500 BC as primarily religious celebrations. What? And secondarily, see, what they do is they separate it out. The devil don't care. That's called religious inversion. What used to be bad, now is what? Is good. What used to be good is now what? Bad. That's religious inversion. But it said it was religious celebrated and secondarily vital commercial markets for trading goods, derived from the Latin feria, which means holy day. So fair means holy day. What did I just say fair mean? That's what it means. These gatherings evolved from gatherings near temples, they used to be near temples, into medieval trade fairs and later 19th century agricultural exhibitions in the U.S. before incorporating entertainment like Ferris wheels. I'm trying to tell you, these people know what they're doing, don't they? The devil, he got to make it seem fun. Ancient roots. Early fairs were tied to religious festivals, were due to large crowds. Merchants gathered to sell wares in major cities like Rome, Athens, and Nineveh. That's the capital of Assyria, a place that Nimrod started. You see, y'all think Brother Ronnie just taking fun. I'm telling you, this stuff crazy, man. Let's go to it. I said, was Nehemiah 13, 15 through 22 dealing with fairs and carnivals? Hey, I said yes. Nehemiah 13. See, when you get Brother Berlumbo on the job, he gonna do a thorough job for it. Did Brother Ronnie say you can't go to a fair? If I'm going, I'm preaching. I'm teaching. You tell your children, you see all this stuff that's going on. What this used to be was paganism. You teach them. You teach them. Because if you snatch it from no, what they gonna do? When they get it away from you. A commercial scene that functioned like an open-air weekly market or fair. I'm going to tell you, when I was in high school, when we go to the fair and stuff, we just were cutting up. We wasn't doing nothing good. Trying to get with a little chickadee. You know what a chickadee is? Hey, girl. And me and my friends, we going to see who get the most phone numbers. Brother Ronnie, how many phone numbers you come back with? You talking about the ones I made up? Oh, I come back with about 10 or 15. They why are all your phone numbers in the same handwriting that happens to look like yours? Oh no. We used to go to the mall and do that. Watch your children, see what they into. I'm trying to tell you. Are you allowed to go to a Renaissance fair? Go ahead, brother. Just don't do nothing sinful. But what I'm just telling you where all this stuff come from. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, was John the Baptist at the birthday party? No, I don't go to them. You got to use your discretion. Use your discretion. Brother Rainey, do you go? Heck to the no. I stay in my house. But anyway, it says foreign merchants, Tyrian or Tyre, were bringing fish and all types of goods to sell to the residents of Judah on a holy day. The market, this is what was going on during that time. So let's go to Nehemiah chapter 13. We're finna show you fish on Friday. Let's go. Get that, good brother.
Remember me, O my Elohim, concerning this, and wipe not out my good deeds that I have done for the house of my Elohim, and for the offices thereof.
Stop right there. Stop right there. So here we see, brother Joshua, the prophet, he know that your good deeds can be done what?
Wipe
They
not
can
out.
be wiped out just because you done so. What have you done for me lately? That's how this works. Verse 15, in those days, what did Nehemiah see?
Saw I in Judah some treading wine presses on the Sabbath, and bringing in sheaves and lading asses, as also wine, grapes, and figs, and all manner of burden, which they brought into Jerusalem on the Sabbath day. And I testified against them in the day wherein they sold victuals. There dwelt men of Tyre also therein, which brought fish and all manner of ware, and sold on the Sabbath unto the children of Judah and in Jerusalem.
So what we're going to show you is, we're going to show you when it started to begin to be dark. Guess what Nehemiah had to do on Friday evening? Guess what he had to do? Shut the gates so these people couldn't get in there. We're going to show you that. But what they selling, what they do, they brought what? Fish. And all manner of ware, and sold on the Sabbath unto the children of Judah and in Jerusalem. What did he say? Then I
contended with the nobles of Judah, and said unto them, what evil thing is this that ye do, and profane the Sabbath day? Did not your fathers thus, and did not our Elohim bring all this evil upon us and upon this city? Yet ye bring more wrath upon Israel by profaning the Sabbath. And it came to pass that when the gates of Jerusalem began to be dark before the Sabbath,
hold on. And it came to pass that when the gates of Jerusalem began to be dark before the Sabbath, what time is that?
Evening.
Before sunset, he had to shut the gates, because what them men of Tyre would try to do, they trying to come and bring their fish in there on Friday evening, Monday. That's your fish on Friday. It's in the Bible. But you're gonna say, but it goes even deeper. Just hang on. Wait till we look up the definition of fish. He said, yet bring more wrath upon Israel. He said, hold on. Before the Sabbath, what did Nehemiah command them to do before the dark before the Sabbath?
I commanded that the gates should be shut and charged, that they should not be open till after the Sabbath. And some of my servants set I at the gates, that there should no burden be brought in on the Sabbath day.
So this is what they were trying to do. They were trying to bring them wares in there. Nehemiah said, not up in here. But anyway, it not only that, so the merchants and sellers of what?
Sellers of all kind of ware lodged without Jerusalem.
They were selling any and everything in there, but especially what? And so Nehemiah said, y'all can't come up in here with that no more. But I want you to see, we're not going to read this. What two A words do you see in Nehemiah 13 and Nehemiah 13, 23 and 24? What two A words do you see?
Ashdod.
Ashdod. Just remember that. But we're gonna look up the word. Well, let me see. Where did I put fish in here? Anyway, we're gonna look up the word Dagon. The word fish is actually Dagon. They shouldn't say Dagon up there. It should just say fish up here. But that word fish that we see that they were selling what? Fish. What is that word fish? What's the word? Dog. Dag or dog. It says a fish. It says, or perhaps rather from the Hebrew 1672 as timid, but still better from the Hebrew 1672 in the sense of squirming, that is moving by the vibratory action of the tail, often used collectively, or fish. But that word from the Hebrew 1672, it means to be anxious, afraid, careful, sorry, sorrow, to take thought. What do you do on Lent? Reflect, take thought, be sorry, be fearing the Most High, don't you? You say, well, Brother Ronnie, you going to look, but that's the word fish. But that Dagon up there is very, you just pay attention to that Dagon up there. But let's see, let's go to 1 Samuel 5:1. When the Philistines had the ark of the Most High. Go ahead and read that. Just go ahead and read that.
And the Philistines took the ark of Elohim and brought it from Ebenezer unto Ashdod. When the Philistines took the ark of Elohim, they brought it into the house of Dagon and set it by Dagon. And when they of Ashdod arose early on the morrow, behold, Dagon was fallen upon his face to the earth before the ark of Yahweh.
Stop right there. The main thing I wanted you to see, where was the house of Dagon? In what?
Ashdod.
Ashdod. But let's look up Dagon. The word Dagon, what did it say?
Dagon, a fish.
Hey, what?
A fish.
Hey, who?
Fishy.
He was the fish god Dagon. But let's go back to where Nehemiah and them was. They brought in there what? Fish, didn't they? Trying to sell it on a holy day. Trying to bring it to him. Your fish. Hold on. So this is Dagon. These are depictions of Dagon. And what does he have on his head, Auntie? Look like a fish. He's a fish god. Now, mind you, no ancient artifacts of these exist. These are, when people read the scriptures, these are modern interpretations of what he would have looked like. Here you go, some of these. These are carvings from Neo-Assyrian palaces like Nimrod or Nineveh. But these are actually carvings right here. But don't they look like that? Okay. And so the modern day popes, guess what they wear on their heads? That's the same doggone thing. Yeah, look at them. Something very fishy is going on in the Western religion, you know. They are, hold on, let's go back. We almost done. I'm pulling you through. Let's go back to, yeah, not no, Unc said it looked just like a fish. Hold on. Let me show you something. When we went back here. What did it say that what was Babylon? Rome is the most corrupt seat of our they just this stuff is just repackaged, y'all. But now this one right here, even the little fish symbol that you see on the back of people, now all of this that's in here is not true. What's not true? The worshipers of Aphrodite, Salacia, they did not eat fish on no Friday. So don't go in here. That is not verifiable. But all of the rest of this stuff is true. This symbol has been associated with the Egyptians, the Greeks, the Romans, and the Scandinavian goddess religions. It's in there. But Christians got them on their car. Why? Because Jesus, he fed the people with 2 little fishes and 5 loaves of bread. Yeah, he did. You know, I promised the Lord that I will hold out. And he said, I will make you fishers of men. He didn't tell you to make no symbol for him, though, did he? He don't need no symbol. The Two Babylons. That's a good book. Folks, they try to put it down. Alexander Hislop did the best that he could do. What he said, what the stuff that he was saying is true. And then so you had this Ralph Woodrow, he believed the Two Babylons, and then he come against it with his own Babylon mystery religion. You know, we debunked that in the Christmas class when he tried to show the little nets. Go watch the Christmas class. We said, man, you don't even know what you're talking about. But this guy named Avram Yehoshua, he has like a 10-page article that tore Ralph Woodrow to shreds, saying, yeah, you better believe what's in that Two Babylons. If you want me to give you this article by Avram, or you can just go to his website that's up there. It'll take you to it. But Lent. So we're going to go to the Two Babylons in Lent. Socrates, not the Socrates. This is a different Socrates. This is Socrates Scholastia. Him and the other Greek philosopher Socrates, they like 1,000 years apart. So that ain't the same person. But what he says, I'll read this, Josh. Socrates, the ancient ecclesiastical historian, after a lengthened account of different ways in which Easter was observed in different countries in his time, the 5th century sums up these words. There has already been laid down, may seem a sufficient treatise to prove the celebration of the feast of Easter began everywhere more of custom than of any commandment of it. He said the apostles ain't command that stuff. Skip down. The festival agreed originally with the time of the Jewish Passover, when Christ was crucified, a period which in the days of Tertullian at the end of the 2nd century was believed to have been the 23rd of March. That festival is not idolatrous, and it was preceded by no Lent. He said Passover was never preceded by no Lent. He said it ought to be known, said Cassianus, the monk of Marseilles, writing in the 5th century and contrasting the primitive church with the church in his day, that the observance of the 40 days had no existence, meaning in, Christianity. They added that stuff. Skip down. He said the 40 days of abstinence of Lent was directly borrowed from the worshipers of the Babylonian goddess. So we're not going to read all this. You can just, what I want to skip to is the red. It said, among the pagans, this Lent is seen to have been an indispensable preliminary to the great annual festival in commemoration of the death and resurrection of Tammuz, which we finna read in this Bible, which was celebrated by alternate weeping and rejoicing, and in which in many countries was considerably later than the Christian festival being observed in Palestine and Assyria. Who created Assyria? Nimrod. Because Nineveh, with Jonah, that was the capital city of Assyria. Nimrod made all that stuff. But in Assyria in June, therefore called the month of Tammuz, and you get it. You get it. We ain't got to read all of this stuff. But this is just telling you that's where it came from. But let's look up weeping for Tammuz. Let's see them weeping for Tammuz. Weeping from Tammuz refers to the ancient Mesopotamian idolatrous ritual mentioned in Ezekiel 8:14, where the women in Jerusalem temple mourned with the death of the vegetation deity Tammuz or Dumuzi. 40 days. We're going to before we do this, most people will say Lent was in June. It was the weeping for Tammuz was in June. Lent is in the spring. So the question we asked, Josh, what would the question we would need to ask?
Can a pagan festival be changed to different time of the year?
Of course it can. You can go watch our class. Are you still enamored with the Olympics? The summer games versus the winter games. The Olympics, like I told you, was outlawed in 396 by Theodosius, right? He brought them back in 1896. The Winter Olympics, they said, we like the summer games so much, let's make a winter one too. Because they got tired of waiting every 4 years. We only gotta wait 2. That's what they said. We only gotta wait 2. So you say, well, they ain't the same, brother Ronnie. You making that up. If you look it up, they light, you can go watch our Olympic class, they light the Olympic torch with sun rays in Greece. You would think, ain't that the same sun? What is it? Ain't the same sun that shine in Greece, shine in Memphis? So if you go out, can't we just use them sun rays to light it back up? No, they want the sunshine in the land of Greece. They use these mirrors to make fire, and they light that torch, and they will not let it go out. Let's say we got the game, they had the Olympic Games right here in Memphis, and the light go out. I say, hey, I got some matches, we can light it back up. That ain't gonna do. So the question would, do the Winter Olympic torch, do they light it with grease sun? Yes, they do. They do it the same exact way. What about the medals and all that stuff? Do it still have the same goddesses on it? Yes, they do. So did they change the Olympics from one season to the next? Yes or no, Brother Josh?
Yes.
Yes, it's not impossible. If we said Rome absorbed everything, they can move whatever they want to move. Let's go to ancient Lent. Let's see this. We're not going to read all of this, but this was in the 6th month, in the 5th day of the month. I want to show you the Most High snatched him up by the Spirit and took him by the lock of his head. You know, like DJ got them locks. The Most High had a Spirit take them locks and lift him up. So we ain't going to read all that. We're saving time. And the Most High said, look at all this abomination that's going on. Look at it. Just read the yellow in verse 6, Brother Josh.
The great abomination that the house of Yasharel committed here.
They doing great abominations. Do the next yellow.
Thou shalt see greater abominations.
Read verse 7.
And he brought me to the door of the court, and when I looked, behold, a hole in the wall.
A hole in the wall? Keep reading.
Then said he unto me, Son of man, dig now in the wall. And when I had digged in the wall, behold, a door.
And what'd he say?
And he said unto me, Go in, and behold the wicked abominations that they do here.
But what'd they do?
So I went in and saw, and behold, every form of creeping thing and abominable beast, and all the idols of the house of Yasharel portrayed upon the wall round about.
Just everywhere. Abominable beast? What would that be? Pigs, kangaroo, camel, shrimp, catfish, lobster. It's all on the walls. But skip down to verse 12. What they doing though? What these people doing?
Then said he unto me, Son of man, hast thou seen what the ancients of the house of Yasharel do in the dark? Every man in the chamber of his imagery? For they say, Yahuwah seeth us not. Yahuwah hath forsaken the earth.
He don't see us. Whatever happened at Mardi Gras, don't even count. That's nothing. Go ahead. But he told me you're going to see greater abomination than these. What was the greater abomination? What were they doing? Just read that red and yellow.
Weeping for Tammuz.
They were weeping for Tammuz. That's what they were doing. That's and if you look it up, it's a 40-day fast. And they what? Weeping for Tammuz. Skip down to verse 16, just the yellow and black.
And their faces toward the east, and they worship the sun toward the east.
They turn their back to the Most High, and they worship the sun. That's where you get your sunrise service from, right here. But see, I told you the Most High leave breadcrumbs, don't he? They'll tell you that the 40-day fast is when Moses did his fast, when he went up to the mountain. That's what they say. He went up to the mountain, and when Jesus was in the wilderness for 40 days. He did that during Lent season. No, he did not. But this is the month, Tammuz. These are all of the Hebrew months, mind you. They're all Babylonian names. They adopted they just kept the Babylonian month days, just like we keep the pagan weekdays, don't we? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Them are pagan names. So they just kept it, but it's called, and that's why the Most High wanted to stay that way, so you can follow the breadcrumbs. Tammuz. So there you go. These are all of the days right here. Tammuz. So we see it's here. But anyway, they will tell you, the Jews tell you that when Moses came down from the mountain, guess what day it was? When he went to 40 days on the mountain, it was the 17th day of Tammuz. And when he came down, guess what he saw them doing? Worshiping the golden calf on the 17th of Tammuz. This is what they do, man. This is what the people today, this is what they're doing. When they doing Lent, they tell you they doing it for Yeshua, but they doing it in vain because you have adopted a pagan tradition. These are all the times that the first ascent in Exodus 24 was late spring, early summer. The second one was late summer, and the third one was likely early fall. Tammuz. All the Roman Catholic Church did was switch the season. So what I'm trying to tell you is they trying to say that their Lent is based upon what Moses and Yeshua did, but Moses and Yeshua didn't do it during the real Lenten season that we have today. They did it another time. They tell you that they did it during this time. So if we can see that Moses did his in what? In late spring, early summer, that's probably the time that Yeshua did his too. You're going to say, well, wait a minute, Brother Runner, you're going too far. It says, now watch this. It said, yes, Moses' 40-day fast on Mount Sinai is a biblical, they say it's the biblical foundation for the 40 days of Lent. That's what they say. So we talking about ancient Lent right here, but Yeshua is the prophet like unto who? He got to do everything like he did. He can't do it like how he want to do it. Deuteronomy 18:15, what did it say?
Yahuwah the Elohim will raise up to thee a prophet from the midst of thee, of thy brethren, like unto me.
Like unto Joshua.
Like unto Moses.
Like unto Moses. 18:18 say the same thing. He said, the Most High said, I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren, like what, Brother Josh?
Unto thee.
Acts 3:22. A prophet shall what? Hold on. Read verse 22. Read the whole verse 22. We almost done.
For Moses truly said unto the fathers, a prophet shall Yahuwah your Elohim raise up unto you of your brethren, like unto me. Him shall ye hear.
Yes, just like him. Yeshua can't come here doing stuff different from Moses, can he? They told you that he did his 40-day fast during Lent. He did not. We just seen you when Moses did his. We ain't even in spring yet. We ain't even in the spring yet, are we? But they doing they Lent before it, ain't they? But anyway, hold on. Yes, Mama J. Pope. You said is Beth Dagon and temples in Ashdod the same thing? Yes, Mama J. Pope. Yes, Dagon, the statue that fell on his face. Yes, that's him. Yes, and amen. Let's see. But he said he like him. Then look at this. This is that Moses. They the same. So let's look up the word like, because people act stupid like they don't know what like mean, don't they, Auntie? Like, Brother Josh, start reading these definitions.
Having the same characteristics or qualities as, similar to.
Well, similar to what it say?
They were like brothers.
No. In them boxes, them rectangles.
The same as.
What else?
Identical to.
What would the opposite of like be?
Unlike.
Yeshua was not unlike Moses. He was just like Moses. What did it say? In the manner, in the what?
In the same way.
Now just read boxes, my good brother.
In the same way as.
What else?
After the fashion of.
After the fashion. He can't come doing something else. Look at all of this stuff. A thing or things of the same kind. Equal, match, equivalent. You get this, don't you? But let's go up to see Yeshua when he fasted. See, because this is what they try to say. Watch this. They'll try to tell you that Yeshua went into the wilderness for 40 days immediately following his baptism, usually understood to be late winter or early spring, preceding his public ministry. This period is traditionally commemorated by Christians during the 40-day season of Lent, which begins with Ash Friday or March. But watch this, biblical timing. The Bible does not specify a month, but placing it after his baptism by John the Baptist and before his ministry, which often involved traveling to Passovers. And watch this. Theological timing. Christian traditions observe this 40-day, 40-night fast during Lent, a period of preparation for Easter. The Bible doesn't tell us when he did this, but according to the Hebrew Israelites, Moses did his way before, didn't he? So Yeshua just like, watch this. Watch this. I asked AI, did Yeshua fast during Lent? It said the biblical accounts. Yes, the biblical accounts of Matthew 4:1 through 11, Mark, blah, 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 provide the foundational proof that Jesus fasted for 40 days in the wilderness. However, this fast occurred before his public ministry, not during the liturgical season of Lent. The Catholics made it up. But again, if they telling us that Moses came down in late spring, early summer, they ain't the same, are they? Matter of fact, we know it's late spring because they did Passover in Exodus chapter 12. So it got to be late spring, early summer. So in Yeshua is what? The prophet like unto who? So let's see what he did. Let's see what he did. Because they tell you the 40 days is after Yeshua, don't they? But anyway, what was he done? What happened?
Then was Yahusha led up of the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil.
He was what?
Led up in the Spirit.
Up. Oh, led what?
Up.
He let me keep it put. I'm gonna make a connection here in just a second. Moses went up there to get some stones, didn't he? Some bread, didn't he? Them stones is the bread, ain't they? But anyway, let's see. Go ahead.
And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward hungered.
Josh, he just gave up. Sugar.
He fasted 40 days and 40 nights and was hungered.
So he fasted and gave up the internet for 40 days.
Hungered.
He fasted electronic devices. See, they do what they want to do. And he fasted what? All food, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, keep on going. Verse 3.
And when the tempter came to him, he said, "If thou be the son of Elohim, command that these stones be made bread."
Is that what he sound like, Brother John? Hey, that sounds good to me. He said, command that these what?
Stones.
He said, command that these stones be made bread. He up there on the mountain with some stones too, ain't he? But what Yeshua said?
But he answered and said, "It is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of Yah."
He ain't doing nothing but quoting Moses. He said, them the stones we up here about, that is the bread. That's the bread, bruh. Then the devil, what he do?
Taking him up into
Why he
the
keep taking him up? He keep taking him up, don't he? Taking him up. So we see one up. That's the second up. But what he do? He take him what?
Up into the holy city and set him on a pinnacle of the temple.
And what he say?
And saith unto him, If thou be the son of Elohim, cast thyself down, for it is written, He shall give his angels charge concerning thee, and in their hands they shall bear thee up, lest at any time thou shalt dash thy foot against a stone.
So he took him up. Let's see what he do in verse 8.
Again, the devil taketh him up into an exceeding high mountain.
Oh, whoa. So what does again mean? Another time, right? So that means the first time when he took him up, when he was led up in the spirit, he took him up to a what? A mountain. Moses went up 3, he went up 3. Except the third one that he went up to was the temple. But the Bible calls Jerusalem a city on a hill. So that's still like a mountain. 3 times. Moses went up 3 times. Hold on now. Moses went up 3 times. Yeshua went up 3 times. He the prophet like unto who? Moses. He can't be talking about I'm going to do 40 days Lent. He did no daggone 40 days Lent. He ain't weeping for no daggone Tammuz. See, what they doing is they weeping for Yeshua, but they really weeping for Tammuz. And so they weeping for Yeshua in vain. So they said Yeshua went up to the wilderness following his baptism. Generally, this is what they always say. There is no proof of that. None. That's just made up. Auntie, I done dunked on Michael Jordan 50 times.
Made up.
Made up. You see how easy it is just to make something up? Although, when I play 2K,
Made up.
no, that's a video game. I can dunk on him in the video game now. Well, hold on. So, but see, they are trying to tell you we just give up. No. Moses and Yeshua, they ain't eat nothing. What did it say? When Moses went up 40 days and 34, what did it say? He did what?
He did neither eat bread nor drink water.
And wrote upon the what?
The tables, the words of the covenant.
In Deuteronomy 9:9, Moses told you himself. You know, in Deuteronomy means second law. It says, I neither what?
Did eat bread nor drink water.
So you ain't even, if this is based off, if Lent is based off Yeshua and Moses, you're doing it wrong. Am I right? Go down to Luke. Let's go down to Luke 4, because we read Matthew chapter 4. Matthew 4 just told us he was hungry. He fasted. But what did it say he do? He did what? And in those days, he what? Verse 2.
Oh, and in those days he did eat nothing.
He ain't eat nothing. But he said, well, Brother Ronnie, it don't say he ain't drink nothing. Is he the prophet like Moses? Is he the prophet like Moses? Yes. Then he ain't drink nothing neither. You got to be skillful with this sword, man. You got to swing that thing, not like Conan. You know, Arnold Schwarzenegger, I swing like Conan. No, swing it like this. Yeah, Ash. She said like an Asian. What you talking about? Ash Wednesday. You know where they had a look. It's children at the school I work at. They come to school on Ash Wednesday because you know Hispanic people are most of them are Catholic. Ash Wednesday. Look at this from Liberty University. What is Ash Wednesday? Ash Wednesday marks the beginning of Lent, a 40 days, excluding Sundays leading up to Easter Sunday. But what did Paul tell us about traditions in verse 8?
Beware, lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the traditions of men, after the rudiments of the world and not after Messiah.
He said that did remind. Hey, brother Kevin Ben Yahuwah, when I did that, it did remind me. I said, was that a Zorro Z? In my mind, I ain't say it though. That brother owned it. But he said they will spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit after the tradition of men, and not a tradition in the rudiments of the world, and not after Yeshua. Yeshua ain't eat or drink nothing for 40 days. And it wasn't during no Lent season. Stop all that. He didn't go to Mardi Gras. He didn't go to Mardi Gras or Carnival, did he? And then when you go on these Carnival cruises, don't you see a lot of the same imagery? Them folk with, yeah, it's the same, the Carnival cruise. They say, oh, everybody always tell me about, oh, coach, you should go on a Carnival cruise. I said, oh yeah, what they do? Oh, they got something for you to do every day. Oh, and the food. I said, what kind of food they got? Oh man, the shrimps. They name a lot of seafood. Now they got hamburgers and stuff like that. But you see, we almost done. But Yeshua said, what? Josh?
Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that friendship of the world is enmity with Elohim? Whosoever therefore be a friend of the world is the enemy of Yah.
If you love everything in his word, stop doing that. What Geno Jennings tell you? He said, we got to go what's in here. He said, leave that. Didn't he say that?
Yes.
Man, that brother, man, that's my kind of, if I was going to be in a Sunday, that'd be the kind I'm up in. But I put him to the side. Hey, yo, Pastor Geno, we need to get up at this Sunday worship though. Do you see it? Enemy. You don't be friendship. Don't be affection and fondness with the world, or you're gonna be an enemy with the Most High. You'll see this. John tell you, love not the world. We ain't gonna read all this. What do you can't do what sound good to you. Everybody, what they do? Just read the red.
Was right in his own eyes.
They were doing stuff that's right in their own eyes. See, here's the thing. I'm gonna tell y'all this. So what most Christians will say is, well, I don't do Mardi Gras. I just do, and I don't even do the Lent. But then you tell them, but do you do the third part? What? Easter? Yeah, we do Easter. That's the whole same thing, dummy. That would be like a person, since we got the Olympics up in here today. Yeah, I didn't participate in the opening ceremony or the closing ceremony. I didn't participate in the basketball. I just did the hockey. You played the game and everything? Yeah, we wanted to go. You did the Olympics, fool. You did all of it. It don't matter what part you did it. Well, I don't do the Mardi Gras. Yeah, I see that's wickedness. And I don't even do the 40 days because I don't do that because the Catholics. What about Easter? Yeah, I do the Easter. That's Catholic too. That's stupid. It don't. If you do all three parts or one part, you done it. I'm just trying to be the one, the voice of reason. We're not supposed to do what, brother Josh? Just read the red.
That ye might learn in us not to drink of men above that which is written.
To drink of men? What you say? Oh,
okay. My bad. That ye might learn in us not to think of men above that which is written.
Oh, okay. Now I had to clean my stuff out. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But other translations said, do not go beyond what is written. Paul telling you don't go above what's written. All them places. Look, new NIV. What is saying in NIV, brother? Just the yellow.
Do not go beyond what is written.
What the New Living Translation say?
What I have quoted from the scriptures.
Why is he quoting from something that's done away with? See, y'all theology is flawed. Paul don't teach against no law. What is saying in English Standard?
Not to go beyond what is written.
Not to go beyond what is written. What the New King James say?
That ye may learn in us not to think beyond what is written.
What the New American Standard Version?
Learn not to exceed what is written.
Why come they don't never quote this out of Paul? Why is that, Josh?
Because they don't want to do what they don't want to do right, man.
That's right, brother Kevin Ben Yahuwah said, if Yahushua would have went, Yahushua, Jesus would have went to Mardi Gras, he would have flipped tables over. Did more than that too, yeah. You know, like Arnold, that's how he do. Just be flipping stuff. You ever seen Arnold go berserk? In the kindergarten cop, when the kids were crying, pain flow, throwing stuff, everybody on the floor. He said, "Shut up, shut up, shut up." That's how I was when I was first teaching my first week doing kindergarten. I was a young 26-year-old. I go in there, they just talking. I said, "Didn't I just say be quiet?" Oh, yeah. Then what? Shut up, shut up, shut up. Them kindergarten, they ain't never been to school before. I was like, oh my goodness. And they were laughing at me. They were laughing. I said, man, them daggone, you go to lunch, the lounge room. How's your first week and everything going? I said, kindergarten wouldn't be quiet. They were picking everything up. I said, oh, I had to come up with some new strategies up in it. Strategies, not strategies, strategies. Now, I don't play no games. You hear me? They can't even come in the room unless that line straight and tight. Everybody in their own block, facing the front, no talking, no hands on the wall, no nothing. But we can't go above it. These the feasts that the most. If you're gonna do some feasts, these what you do. We ain't gonna read all this, but we can see. You can clearly see this is when Moses went up. You remember the golden calf, and he came back down, and they made their own day up. We showed you. We ain't got to read this. But Yeshua even tell you in Matthew 28, we almost done. I ain't gonna tell you how many we got. We in single digits. But this is the Great Commission. This when he leaving. What did he say? Who he talking to in the blue in verse 16, brother Josh?
The 11 disciples.
The 11 disciples. These 11 disciples, what they do to him in verse 17?
They worshiped him.
They worshiped him. Then what he tell them? All what?
Power is given unto me in heaven and in earth.
And he said, go ye therefore and teach all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. That ain't in there. There's added stuff in there. I'm just tell you that now. Go watch our Trinity class. That's been added. But what he say in verse 20? To teach everybody to do what?
Teaching them to observe all things whatsoever I have commanded you.
What he commanded Lent. So should we be doing Lent? Should we be doing Mardi Gras? Should we be doing Easter? Heck to the no. Again, did what he told you. Preach to every creature. He ain't say eat every creature. He said preach to every creature. See, Christians think they can eat every creature now, don't they? No, teach them. Look at this. What did he say? But in John 14:26, what did he say?
But the Comforter, which is the Holy Ghost, whom the Father will send in my name, he shall teach you all things and bring all things to your remembrance, whatsoever I have said unto you.
He said something about Lent, brother Josh.
I ain't see that one.
Look at him now. Look at him. He told you lead is it. I'm telling you again. Easter is not correctly translated. Leave Mardi Gras, Lent, and Easter. Just leave it all alone. And come in up in the rap ministers on March 31st at even. Passover is actually the first, but you eat the evening. Yeshua ate the evening before, and everybody else did the evening later. We're gonna do both. We're gonna have the first night, we just gonna eat the bread and the wine. That's it. The second night, we're gonna bring that the good stuff out. Gonna have 2 lessons. I ain't gonna try to keep you out here too long them days. Yeah. I ain't going to work on them, so hey. But Easter, I'm trying to tell you, leave it alone. They ate the Passover. They ain't do none of that stuff. They ain't chase no Easter eggs and all that stuff. See, I told you we almost done. These just pictures. You got to do what? What they got to do what they got to do?
Come out of her, my people.
Come out of her. Come out this whore. Or when we looked up whore, it said Rome, what? The chief seat of idolatry. Come out of there. Leave and cleave to the Most High. Go watch this class, The Origins of Easter and the Great Switcheroo. And then we got another one, Easter, Beware of Easter. Go watch them, because Yeshua is our Passover lamb, ain't he? But what I'm going to tell you, how many, again, in a nutshell, how many parts is there to the Easter season?
3.
What's the first part? Should we be there? They said that's the last day. So that's the last. See, most people don't know how to tell people about Lent, do they? Is this a good way to tell them? Then what's the second part? Lent, 40 days, fasting. Just give up your sweets, your video games, your TVs, whatever you want to give up. Now, if we really want to do like the master, we should give up all that, the food and everything. You know why they don't? Because they know they can't. It's not ordained for them to. All right, go on a 40-day fast you want to. Brother run and say, I tell my wife, don't cook me nothing for 40 days. No. Auntie said, I won't live to tell about it. Matter of fact, it's probably 7 days in. I shrunk in.
It's a long time.
It was a long time. I shrunk. My wife had to come and pump my chest. Baby, get up. I seen the baby. You missed the insurance payment. Get yourself up. She gonna say, is the insurance paid up? I'm gonna be like, get your behind up. Oh boy. She says the insurance paid up. Look, yeah, it's paid up. Oh, go on to glory. She tell me, R.I.P. my husband, man. She gonna say, oh my goodness. But anyway, let's get on up out of here, man. Get him out of here, Josh, on this one.
And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his work shall be. I am the Aleph and the Tav, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have a right to the tree of life and may enter in through the gates into the city. For without are dogs and sorcerers and whoremongers and murderers and idolaters and whosoever loveth and maketh a lie. I, Yahusha, have sent mine angel to testify unto you these things in the churches. I am the root and offspring of David and the bright and morning star. And the Spirit, Yahusha, and the bride, New Jerusalem, say. And let him that heareth say,
Come!
And let him that is athirst,
Come!
And whosoever will, let him take the water of life.
Freely! Freely. And Mama J. Pope, I had to fact check myself. I told you that Beth Dagon was the same. Guess what? It's the same. Beth Dagon is, see, that's why I tell y'all better get y'all one of these. Everything, it ain't nothing that ain't in this Bible that ain't in this topical index, and it gives you the definition, what everything means, and where it's found. This the best doggone Bible. Have you found it to be, Auntie? It is. Yeah. And here's another thing that before I get y'all out of here, but that's right, Mama J. Pope. I didn't tell you wrong, but I always like to, I believe that it was the same, but I had to go back and check. So y'all don't know that stuff still be on my mind in the back burner. But anyway, guys, thank everybody for coming on in. Brother Josh, once again, thank you, my good brother. I know we had a lot of definitions and articles to read, so it wasn't your typical reading type deal. But I want to thank you for coming on in, brother. I appreciate you. And everybody that's out there after this class. So what I'm starting to do too is a prequel. I already did a prequel to this lesson. I don't release the prequel to the end because some people won't watch the whole lesson. I want to get the short, dirty version. So Tasha raise her hand. But the prequel to this same lesson, it's like a 18, 19-minute prequel. I'm going to upload it as soon as we go off here. It's a quick in a nutshell of today's teaching. So for people that can't wait to, so I'm gonna do all of the lessons like that on my way to what the church. I'm gonna do a video for you guys. Then afterward, I'm gonna upload that. I might wait a few hours to make folks watch. You know how some people do. I might wait a whole day. So yeah, I'm gonna wait a whole day. I'm gonna make folks watch. You know. But anyway, thank y'all for coming on in. Remember, Passover, April the 1st. We'll be here uh March 31st. Have a service where we do it like Yeshua did it a day before. And then we're gonna have the unleavened bread, first day of unleavened bread lesson, and we're gonna eat a meal then there too. All right. So thank everybody for coming on in. Can't wait for the saints to come on in, the ones that's coming. It's gonna be great, great, great. But pray for me, I'll pray for you. If you got a prayer request, Bible question, you know where to go. rapministry.org. I know it's a long lesson, but it's needed. Do you think that this was needed, brother Josh?
Yes.
Yes. Most High said, put it out there. It's out there. St. Patrick's Day is next. Mm-hmm. It's coming, y'all. St. Patrick's Day. Maybe not next week, but the week after. Y'all, you going to work wearing green. What the heck are you doing? Don't want to get pinched. Somebody pinch me, they gonna get punched in the face. You know, that's what's gonna happen to them. But thank you, good brother. You got anything as we go on out of here for the people?
All praise to the King.
That's right. All praises to the King, and thank brother Jeff or brother Yehuda for giving us that anointed music today. I'm gonna be listening to all of your stuff and be playing it on here too. Man, get your stuff out there, brother. Get your stuff out there. But thank everybody for coming on in today. Go out and be an ambassador for the kingdom of the Most High, because you might be the only Torah, the only Yeshua people see. Don't be out there acting a doggone fool. Be a true ambassador. A true ambassador. Most High willing, myself and brother Sterling will be here ministering to you guys next week. Thank you for coming on in. Shabbat shalom. We are out. Love everybody. Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings.
Got another.